Hey, great Thursday evening, and I was struggling to coming on tonight. Not because I didn't want to come on, but because for some reason I don't know if my computer got rebooted or something, or did an upgrade or something, and it sort of threw it into a loop. So I just couldn't sign on. I'm getting heartburn. Uh, Supposedly Roman's going to come on. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Good evening. Good evening. Travel confirmation. Account setting history. Good evening. Good evening. And buenas noches, Ben. And I saw a post that Ben had put up, and I thought it was very interesting. Uh, Good evening. Good evening. He was thanking Commissioner Pedro Cardenas and Commissioner Roy Los Santos. And I can appreciate that. It's one of the things that I stated. And I actually had lunch with Commissioner Dos Santos today. We had that conversation. You know, if our city commissioners or elected officials are doing a good job, can't be bashing them like 24/7. You got to recognize those times that they do a good job, and put into question those things that ultimately, uh, we might not agree on. We don't have to agree on everything out there, guys. It's not necessary, but we can agree on the basic stuff, like trying to get Brownsville to move forward. And I'm hoping that everyone on here, has that want and desire for Brownsville to prosper, to grow, to be better than what it is, and be better than what it was when we were growing up. I mean, what more could you want? Except
What's
God bless.
up?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I apologize for being late. I heard my butt up, but apparently, as I get old, you lose your sight, your nearsightedness or something. And I couldn't read the one of the letters in the link. I'm like, I couldn't read one of them. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to like enlarge it in order to see it. I was getting like annoying
Why don't you do copy paste?
because I get on. You text him on my phone, so I have to like type it in. It doesn't matter. It was just sorry. That's why I'm late because it took me like a couple minutes to figure out is that the letter I or is that the letter L?
That's weird, Roman.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I'm, I'm,
what kind of phone do you have?
it's just an iPhone.
Or with your iPhone, you should automatically. Do you have a Mac computer or
Yeah, but I don't have it. I don't use iMessage, and you do.
all my computers are linked?
I know
Every
mine are
single one.
not. I don't want that. I'm dumb that way, I guess. I don't, but
I
I
have
use iMessage. I should use iMessage though.
I have three Macs at the office.
It's too many.
I have two iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
I have three iPads. I have a Mac at the house, and all of them are linked.
Do you have stock in Apple or something or what?
It's just so practical, Roman.
I,
It's
I understand. I just don't. I mean, you have them all linked. I don't, and that's why it takes a little bit of time. But yeah, I'm just
and
losing my eyesight. That's all.
and an Ultra iWatch.
Yeah.
But it's trippy because
Do you
what
have like
happened?
the iPods too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Those are amazing. I mean, it's kind of weird because they cost like $500, and
No, they don't.
yes, they do.
iPods do not cost. Not iPod. The little AirPods. Sorry, they don't cost. Oh, you're talking about the whole big stuff. Oh, okay, those are different.
Those are amazing.
Those
And
are.
I was debating whether like should I get those, should I not get those? They're worth it. Whenever I
Mhm.
use them, I hardly ever use them. I use them on trips though.
You
But
must be making the big bucks.
I'm not complaining. I'm traveling all over the place.
I thought you said you get big cheap deals. That's how you don't have to
I
spend as
do,
much.
but that's why I could save so I can buy all the Apple products. But
And then you also go to the thrift store, so you don't pay really expensive prices for clothing. So yeah,
Roman, I don't know if you saw the outfit I had on yesterday.
no,
Amazing. Look, I
no.
mean, I look sharp to the point where my neighbor there at the office, she goes, Erasmo, Erasmo. And we're like, hola. And I love her. She watches over my office.
Hmm.
And she goes, te ves excelente. And we're like, yeah, no.
Excelente. That doesn't feel like what's the right word for that.
Well,
Is it?
I can't actually remember what I did look excelente. I looked sharp, like crazy, man. It was this button down suit that has no collar and stuff. And I got that at the thrift store. And
Wow.
sharp. I actually sent it to the cleaners today. But so what happens is like last now 2 nights ago, I can't remember. I started to see all this clutter on my computer, and I have a smaller screen at the house. This screen is about this big,
Mm.
and at the one at the office, I've got the big one at the office. So what happens is I hadn't noticed that it just crunches everything up. So I made a folder and I put everything into that folder, and I said house computer. Well, I get to the office, and oops, there's nothing on my desktop. Everything is in the little folder called house computer.
Huh.
So I do it on one, and it automatically does it on all of them.
Yeah. You don't want that. You have
I
to have
do.
some separate. You want it all. Okay. You don't want it partitioned or something. Or hey, this is
No,
just for
no,
here. This is.
because sometimes I might have like some work to do at home, and I can just continue with what I left off at work. And I the truth is, I try not to do that too much, because I do want to have that little separation from the house
Hmm.
to the home.
Hmm.
But it's pretty convenient when it's needed.
You know, it's really funny. I was at a meeting on Monday, and somebody asked me, "Are you Sharky?" And I was like, "No, I'm not Sharky, because I know I've seen you somewhere. I've seen you in a podcast. I thought you were Sharky." And I'm like, "No, I'm Roman, not Sharky." And I feel kind of really bad. I was like, so Sharky has friends or fans, I should say, out
Yeah.
there. I had no idea.
Well, I don't know if you saw this morning. You weren't on this morning, right? No, of course not.
No, I wasn't. You were very mad at me because I did like, get up, whore, get up.
I did say whore.
You do. Like,
I didn't.
you don't even pay me. So like, how can I be a whore if you don't pay me?
I invite you to lunch. You just never you always say no.
No, you should just start paying me. Like some of your YouTube bucks. You should start giving me money.
So I'm not making that much cereal books anymore.
I know. I don't know why.
I went in
Maybe
Facebook
because, huh?
because I was in Facebook jail.
Oh, that's what it is. Well, start making some money. Oh wait, are you still on Facebook, Joe?
No.
Oh wow, that's
Well,
what people are commenting.
yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Hey guys, hey Paul, how you doing?
Take that nasty shirt off, Cowboys.
You don't want to see what's underneath.
I do.
No, you don't. Nobody does. Nobody does.
I'm not rich. You got a Trump on your face.
Maravilloso. That's
Te ves
hilarious.
maravillosa, gracias. Hola, chef.
Oh, I saw. You see how blind I am? I thought he said maravilloso, but he actually maravillosa. But you're a guy.
Oh, well, it's kind of trippy because right before I came on,
What's
actually,
trippy that you're not a guy?
no, I'm very much a guy. Trust me,
Okay.
I
Do I
check
identify as a guy or something?
constantly.
Okay. Your
Well,
pronouns have changed?
because the woke left coming after gender words, and you know what? It's just crazy. And then I saw Ben Shapiro. I like
Hmm.
Ben Shapiro.
Hmm.
And he comes out with this. Well, it's Adam and Eve, and not Jack and Steve or something. I don't know, Adam and Steve or something. Like, Ben, you're above that. Let the minions down here fight that up. And I like Ben Shapiro. I don't want him to fight the he, she, they, them, their little wars. I want him to
Zer.
fight good. Yeah, I don't
No,
care. I want
no, those are wars. That's the woke culture.
it's in the words of the Matrix. It's just a word.
And no, it's not just the word.
It's
It's
just a
the very essence and being of our culture, our Western culture. The idea of language. They're trying to change language to the point that it's almost androgynous or something. It's ridiculous. We're
it's
not
just,
Data from Star Trek.
it's just a word.
It's not. It's
And
not just the
well,
word.
it's
It
trippy
has
because
meaning.
the Democrats, and I'm surprised I'm even actually following this crap. The Democrats filed something or other at the national level in order to change anything in regards to the federal, the he, she to the, you know, non-specific gender pronoun or whatever the hell it's called. We're like, why are they wasting time on that when we've got other stuff that we need to
Well, I
do?
mean, wars have been fought over words, right? I mean, you're
I,
Protestant and you believe that for whatever reason the Bible says, faith alone. You'll be saved by faith alone. You believe that, even though it's not true. It's not even in the. It's not in the Bible. It's not true,
I,
but you believe it.
I
Protestants
never,
believe it.
I never said I believe that.
Okay, okay, all right. Generally speaking, Protestants believe that, and therefore we had an entire peasant revolution that occurred in Germany.
Those are
Uh,
Lutherans.
right, and hundreds of thousands of peasants were murdered or killed, or killed, depending on what word you want to use. And you're saying words don't matter, but it does.
Well, Catholics were the ones that went out there and killed everybody with the Crusades and
No,
stuff.
they didn't. No, okay. Protestants were part of the Crusades, true, because the Protestantism didn't occur till the
I'm
16th
not.
century.
I'm not
Crusades occurred in the 13th,
I'm not
12th, and
justifying Protestants going out there and killing people. I mean, they were wrong too. But
what was wrong with taking back the Holy Land? Why are Crusades bad? And we're not. That's not the same thing. The Peasant Revolution is completely different than the Crusades. But okay.
I'm not a. I'm not a. Let's fight for Israel. Individual. I'm not one of those Protestants.
You're a lover, not a fighter. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not a fighter. I'm not one of those like.
You're not very good at it, though.
I'm not even good at it. Trust me. No,
You're not. You made it perfectly clear.
and
You're not.
trust
Good
me,
at
I'm not exaggerating. I'm horrible.
I'm believing you 100%.
I know two positions, and
I don't want to know what they are. Nina, I'm gonna shut this off. How do I shut
but
this off?
no, I just don't care. And
Okay.
if somebody wants you to call him a he, and born as a she, I have no issue with that. Sure, you're Luke instead of
But why? We've had partially discussion. So you're willing to give into their craziness and their mental games or whatever. You're willing to give that in,
I don't.
give that up.
I think I have other fights that I want to fight. It's like I married someone and they said I don't want you to they placed my name on my marriage certificate, and I do not want you to use that name. I want you to use Pamphila. And I said, like, I don't care. I'll use any name you want. You know, because
But it's a legal document, though. Did she change he, she, whatever? Change her name?
I mean, look, if Pancho wants me to say Pamphila instead of Pancho, I have no issue with that. Absolutely none. I'll say Pamphila every day. I mean, every day, twice on Sunday. I don't care.
That's just the beginning of the end of the corruption in your own world. You're corrupting your own soul that way. You're corrupting your very being by giving into their nasty craziness.
I am become death,
Mm.
the destroyer of worlds.
You and your movies. Hey, are you gonna go see Oppenheimer or are you gonna see Barbie?
I was actually going to go see Oppenheimer tonight,
I
but
want to see Oppenheimer.
I'm going to go see Oppenheimer. I was actually going to go see it tonight at 10:40, but I got a refund on the ticket because that would mean that I would be getting out of the theater.
Somebody broke in? ¿Alguien se cayó?
What the heck is that?
Oh my God.
That would mean that I would be getting out of.
Notice how you don't get up for that. People are in your office and you ignore me when I'm in the morning show with you, but somebody sounds like they fell down or broke into your house. Yeah, me voy a quedar aquí.
They broke into the house, but it would mean I
It's
was
one of your fans. I want your autograph, Erasmo.
Let me tell you. So that would mean I would get out of the movie at like 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30 at 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to.
It's how long is that damn movie? 4 hours?
3 hours.
Well,
But it
then-
starts at 10:40. But remember, they do like 30 minutes of all these.
they're not 30 minutes, like 15 minutes.
Huh?
The previews are great. Trailers are great. Okay, fine. So then it really starts at 11 and it's a 3 hour movie. All right, 2 o'clock. All right.
11, 12, 1, 2. You get home at 2:30. I don't want to do that. Then I fall asleep at 3 and I get up at 6:45 every morning. I don't want to do that.
I mean,
watch Oppenheimer.
Well, I mean, he's an interesting historical character because, well, he's not a character. It's because he felt so strongly that he killed a bunch of people. He was the biggest man in the world, but he actually had a meeting with Truman after the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And he says that, he had blood on his hands because he's like the one who made the decision. And Truman was like, no, I made the decision. Okay. I'm the guy. And then he kind of like, I think we're done here with this conversation. He walks out and he told his staff, I never want to see that crazy scientist ever again. That whiny person.
Well,
Anyway.
it's trippy because I mean I want to
No,
see
I did not get a haircut. I just brushed my hair.
it's a miracle.
I
I do
know.
want to see the movie because of the historical aspect of it, and I think it's going to be really an amazing type of movie. But
Who's talking back there?
Papa,
Okay, is he talking about his fall?
no, they duped me because Mario has to be in Mission, Texas tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for a swearing in ceremony for citizenship. And I said, like, well, awesome, and I get one more vote if ever I run again. And it's because he's going to be a citizen. I said, great. And well, Papa goes like, well, I think I'm going to have to go with him, but I'm going to have to spend the night over there. And I said, well, Papa, okay, I'll rent you a room,
Hmm.
because he's Papa. I'll rent you a room in Mission, Texas. And he goes, oh, okay, then me and Mario could stay over there and, go to the movie in the morning. We're like, sure, we'll do that. So I get on my Expedia and I click and I purchase. He goes, well, maybe I shouldn't go. Maybe I should go with his wife. I'm going like, I already bought you the damn room, bro. Get your stuff over there and get the hell out of the house. Well, no, I bought them the room for nothing. Well, for nothing. He's going for his citizenship, but I
So
bought it.
nobody's go. So nobody's gonna use the room now.
No, they are.
Oh,
Trust me. If
they're
they
on their
were
way.
if they were going to go use the room, I'd be hail telling it to Mission right
Oh,
about
so
now.
you're willing to go to Mission because you rented a room, but you're not willing to go watch Oppenheimer
Well,
to get
because
out
I'm
at two
going to
o'clock.
Mission and I'll probably get there like at 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
Go to sleep at 12 unless I get some action, and then come back at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
But I think that they're leaving to go rent
That's
the room.
awesome. All
So
right. No. Anyway. Yeah.
as
I
long as
don't want to see. Oh, sorry. I don't want to see Barbie though. I have no interest in watching
I'm
Barbie.
actually going to go see Barbie tomorrow.
It's like so anti men, right? I don't want to ruin it for you, but essentially, Barbie Land is like this great, wonderful place where you have the Barbies sort of rule the roost, sort of, and
Uh-huh.
she has to go to the real world, and she gets arrested because some guy smacks her in the butt, and then she hits back, and it's supposed to represent the patriarchy, and Will Ferrell represents the CEO of Mattel or something, and they're all these straight white men or something, and they're the ones in charge. And it's an I guess an allegory to say that men suck and women are the best. And so when she goes back to Barbie, they rule everything completely, and the Kens just we suck.
I,
Oh, and the hero of the movie is supposedly going to be Michael Sierra because he plays somebody named Alan, but he's not a Ken, so he's different. He's special. That's just weird. Hopefully, I didn't ruin the movie for anybody, but it's a crap movie. Sorry.
Ay, aquí tengo, checa el closet
You
aquí,
see,
Mario.
I
Mario,
talk. He doesn't pay attention.
primero el closet ahí tengo como
He's trying to
cuatro.
kick everybody out. Now.
Let me tell you, I actually bought shirts to go see Barbie.
Oh God. It's trying to teach little girls that men are horrible. Men are the worst in the world. Like, don't get. And I guess the moral of the story is, don't get married and work in the corporate world. Is that what the moral of that stupid story is? I have no idea.
Well,
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm actually going to go watch it in Spanish, which makes it worse. I'm going to watch it in Matamoros.
Oh, it makes it worse. It does.
Well, it's kind of trippy because I got invited to this like showing or something, and they want Erasmo Castro to be there.
If Margot Robbie is there, I would go because Margot Robbie's hot.
I think some Mexican Barbie is going to be there. And they want
The 70-year-old woman that has all the wonderful work of art on her body. That doesn't look like that Chinese looking woman.
So tomorrow I will be in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, watching Barbie in Spanish.
How do you say patriarchy in Spanish? Because they're going to say that 10 times in the movie.
Era patriarcal.
I have no idea how they're going to say that in Spanish 10 times. Well, give me a report tomorrow because I'm curious how they say the word
Well,
and if they in fact say it 10 times in that movie.
Probably not going to have a show tomorrow because the movie ends at 9 and I've got dinner reservations.
Okay. Great. That means I don't have to like haul ass to get home if I'm not already home. It's a Friday night. I'll probably be home. Anyway, what are you eating?
These are I get these at Starbucks in Mexico.
Man, you're in Mexico like all the time.
Mix the semillas,
What?
a mix of nuts, semillas,
Oh,
seeds.
okay.
Mezcla de semillas y mango enchilado.
Mango. Ooh,
It's good stuff.
spicy mango.
Mm.
So it's spicy mango flavored nuts.
I like my nuts spicy.
Great. All right. So what else is going on in the world today? Anybody seen Vito?
I actually called him.
Is he
Remember?
okay?
Yeah. Mil veces. I actually called him. I said, "Hey, Vito. So where are you going to come up with that $1.8 million?"
Apparently, you were brought up in the suit somehow. Like your name was mentioned.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, somebody I don't know. Somebody like told me that you were in it or something. That somebody said, "Hey, I'll give the information to you" or something.
I honestly I did not know that.
I don't think you're like a witness or something. You just your name came up. Podcaster Erasmo Castro.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I promise you, I did not know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just you know I don't think people should say bad things about other people if it's not true, right? But I also think that it has a chilling effect on the First Amendment and free speech. And I think we have sort of a problem in our city where you have somebody like Tino and Cesar doing cease and desist letters to Susan, and it's obviously political, and it's a chilling effect on the First Amendment. I just think that's just ridiculous. But typical, these are Democrat tactics. I mean, and I like Mr. Sorolla. I know I like Lewis. I consider him a friend. Um, his dad was a good friend of mine. Loved his dad, but he's a Democrat, and I think it's just
It was
odd that
Moses,
he's
right?
yeah. He was the best. He was a fighter, man. That guy was a fighter. He was so cool.
He was
Loved having
conservative.
conversations with him. Hmm?
He was very conservative, no?
Oh, he was absolutely 100%.
Yeah,
He was,
I remember.
but yeah, he was a good man. Good man.
I like Lewis, and it's kind of weird because we had a little falling out, and but we made up. So
Made out or made up?
we made up.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. I'm not. I'm not. I'm seriously.
Well,
I'm.
we made out a
I'm
little bit.
getting blind and deaf. So forgive me.
We made out a little bit, but
Shut up, liar.
I don't want to get a $1.8 million
Shut
lawsuit.
up. Shut up. You did not do that, liar.
I don't want a $1.8 million lawsuit coming my way. But um, we had a conversation on the bridge. We were walking together, and had a great conversation with him and his wife, Judge Mary Sorolla. I love them both. It's kind of weird. We have this real kind of cool relationship. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, but I've always respected, Lewis. I mean, he's a good attorney, good judge, and good guy. And I probably would have voted for him if I would have voted in a Democrat primary. Obviously, I did not. Um, but hey, you know, you shouldn't say things that are not true about somebody in a defamatory way. But at the same time, it seems like it was part of a political thing. And in politics, things are said about other people, horrible stuff. I mean, since the
Horrible.
founding of our country, I mean,
Horrible.
they they were the former first lady, well, never actually became the first lady because she died beforehand. Andrew Jackson's wife, she died of a broken heart because some of the things that were said about her during the election of 1824.
She was a little bit on the nut side.
No, she wasn't necessarily nutty, but the stories were said that she was a bigamist, that she had been married before, that Andrew Jackson had found her.
Were they
Um,
cousins?
no, they were not cousins. They were, and so he rescued her from a bad marriage, and allegedly she never divorced the man, and and Andrew Jackson her got married, and so there were these horrible, anonymous kind of pamphlets and letters and news things that were said about them during the campaign, and when Andrew Jackson was able to win in that election in 1828, he won in 1828 on that election. She never made it to the White House.
You think
But
you think
yeah,
priests should be let should be permitted to get married?
Priests. Some priests are in the ordinariate. They are allowed to be married in the
Like
ordinariate
all
within the
those
Catholic
have
Church.
the right to get me married.
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I Why? Because I think that you should be devoted to God, and you are married to God in that sense, just like a nun is married. I wouldn't want a nun married. Married nun wouldn't.
It's kind of
Or- I don't know. Just I think that it's part of your sacrifice to the church.
not biblical, but anyway. Awesome show
Not,
was.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's talk about the Bible again, considering that you don't apparently think every word in the Bible is important, but then all of a sudden it is. Yeah, you don't. You're not willing to fight for words, but now you are.
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. The word we talked about earlier about only faith alone, which was not in the Bible.
I told you I agree with you, Roman.
You didn't say you agreed with me.
I said that I did not believe it was just by faith alone. I think
Uh,
that it's being taken out of the context and being used as like, oh, that's all you have to do.
well,
Like
yeah, of course it's being taken out of context because it's part of the book, part of the Bible that the Protestants don't believe in. Taken out.
not the
Doesn't
point.
exist.
But awesome show with the student of God the other night. Yeah, and we had a great conversation afterwards actually, and it was a really a cool show.
How is Susan doing? I haven't seen her in a while.
Good.
Hmm. She's still fighting the good fight, I hope.
Yeah, we were supposed to have enchiladas today, and she didn't call me.
What? She probably had enchiladas with Captain Bob. Because he has the big show and you have the little show.
He's got the big one.
I'm sure. I still can't believe you called your show the little show. And you just had to throw me in there. That little show with you and Roman. I was like,
He
okay.
doesn't like you, Roman.
He apparently doesn't like me. It's very sad.
Just like
Yeah, well, I understand. I don't understand why he doesn't like me. Unlike you, I actually go to his seafood restaurant.
I don't go to there.
I know you don't. That's why I said, unlike you, I actually go, but apparently he doesn't like me, but he likes you.
Well, I think a lot of people here are a little bit on the afraid side of me.
Why? They should be more afraid of me.
I got the big one.
No, you have a little show. Little show.
I have a little show.
Little show.
Yeah. What about BISD, Roman? I mean, out there banning the comments on
Again?
Yeah.
They're still disabling comments again? They seriously talk about free speech. Let people make comments. It's not a big deal. You can actually hide the comments if you don't like it.
Talk to the board president.
Yeah. No, I should probably talk to Jason to find out, or maybe I'll just call the superintendent and ask him, like, again, like, really, or maybe somebody can file a grievance against them. If somebody is not able to comment, they can file a grievance. Is that possible? Is there something you can grieve? I don't know. I don't know.
I just put it on my page. Good evening. I always meant to mention this, but kept forgetting. I find it interesting that La Pingüina now is on the side of teachers. Remember, she used to be on the other side. So that's the 4-3, the 4-3 sway. Just that's the way it goes. Found herself on the bottom rung, and that's where she's going to stay for a while.
How exactly is she on the side of the teachers?
Well, because it's like, I don't know if you remember when Drew Brown was there and had decided to finally seek re-election. She says, "I just say we just give the teachers $5,000 raise." It wasn't going to happen. Never in the world.
But she lost her re-election bid, even though she did that political ploy. That was a mistake.
What I'm trying to say is that she said the words the teachers wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. You teachers are not the smartest people in the world.
She pretended to be on their side. And
they bought it. What, the teachers bought it or didn't buy it? I don't know.
Some of them fell for that crap. It was a lie, a bull-faced lie. Never going to happen. And that's unfortunate.
Look, I still don't understand what you mean, or Snoopy, I still don't understand what you mean by the side of the teachers. The teachers as a group are not as big as powerful as people make it seem they are. They're upset because they didn't get a pay raise, and they always want to give us more money, and yet they're going to apparently give them something. I guess at 1% or 2%, but it's not going to be a pay raise. It's just going to be, one time little, here's some money, go away, leave us alone. But at the same time, because these teachers are whining about, oh, I want my 2%, I want money, they're now going to go to the people, and we're going to have to vote on a tax rate to move a part of our tax rate and put it into the M&O. At the same time that the state of Texas has decided that they're going to eliminate part of the M&O taxes for everybody in the state, and that's what apparently they're going to do. And they're going to say no, school district. Your M&O is 1 point. It's now going to be 0.9, and that 10%. It's going to be paid for by the taxpayers of the state of Texas and given. So don't do this. But at the same time, BISD apparently wants the property taxpayers or the voters of Brownsville, and some of them don't even pay property tax, and say, hey, can we move this part of our tax rate and put it over here? So instead of you getting the full brunt of the tax savings that you're going to get from the state of Texas, the Republican in the state of Texas, you're going to get screwed because you're not going to get all of it because you have to move part of your taxes over here. But I think it's a mistake. It's ridiculous, and I've made it very clear that I oppose this particular election that they're going to do.
It's going to
But they're doing it because the teachers want it. The teachers, we want a pay rate. Give us more money. We don't make enough money. The person makes $53,000 a year.
I know.
What do you mean it's not enough? They work 9 months out of the year at Osborne. 9 months out of the year, and they get $53,000.
Do you have to put up with the kids out there? I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's just because you're running again for BISD. That's why you're saying this crap.
You know me. I don't care.
Yeah, you do. Because sometimes you'll say something publicly, but I'm not going to, different from privately.
Let me say that I, as a BISD board member, I learned to appreciate a lot of the great work that is done by teachers, counselors, and a lot of the staff out there that never gets the recognition they should get. And again, unfortunately for us, the resources of the school district usually are focused on the upper echelon there at the Glass Palace. And I'll give you an example. I mean, your buddy, Jessica Gonzalez, Snaggletooth, and the prevailing four, they extended the superintendent's contract by a year. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why reward him with an extra year contract?
They felt that he deserved it. I don't want to give a superintendent an extra year.
But for what? I mean,
I would prefer to finish out the contract and then let's
negotiate
as we get closer. Yeah, as we get closer. I don't think you should be extending a person a year.
Let's
every year.
Yeah, let's see our options. Let's negotiate. Let's see what you've done. But again, all right, you've done a great job. Great. How has he done a great job? What has he done to make the school district any better than what it was?
I won't even go that far. Like, it doesn't really matter that. What matters is, I think if a superintendent has a 3-year contract and there's still 3 years left on his contract, there's no reason to, like, after 1 year it's over, we're going to extend another year, so it's an additional 3 years contract. Because it's kind of it's in a way you're circumventing the law. And there was an interesting story. I think Channel 4 or Channel 5 did a story on Mission's superintendent where he had like a 12-year contract or something, and the state of Texas says you can't do a contract longer than 5 years. And so it's like, in a way, that's what they're doing. They're giving him a 5-year contract or longer than 5-year contract by continuously extending his contract another year as the years go by. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's right. I agree with you. Finally, should not do that kind of stuff. And again, I want them to pinpoint, well, this is what he has done in order to deserve an extension to his contract. I don't see it. Now, we've lost students as much as I think, I can't remember, I had a conversation with someone. They said, oh, no, the student population is the same. I said, no, it's not. We've lost students.
In what world is it the same?
I know. We're like
Barbie Land.
We've lost students, and all you have to understand and realize is that we've got charter schools popping up here. Like, I have pimples on my butt, tons. I don't have pimples on my butt, but I thought it would kind of.
Even if you don't, you just said you did, so you can't take it back. No backsies, dude. No backsies.
Want me to show it to you?
No, I don't want to see your backside. Either way, no backsies.
That's right. But we got charter schools coming out. If BISD wasn't bleeding, they wouldn't be trying to come in for the kill. And they're coming in for the kill.
All right. Let's go to the next comment and we'll talk about something different. We'll talk about Congress if you want to.
We won't say Waddle into the sunset. Hey, is she gonna face anything from the Sylvia debacle? I'm hoping.
Dude, the Sylvia thing like so like 2 days ago. Not
Yeah,
even it's not even yesterday. It's like 2 days ago. It's like
I
it's
I,
yeah.
I
All right.
understand where Jesse's coming from because let me tell you, I still expect uh, that your friend De La Garza to get some repercussion from the
How long
sunset.
has Sylvia been in jail already?
3 years?
Like yeah. Let it go.
I can't.
Okay. All right.
You know that I have this big old post. Have you seen the poster I have at my office?
No, I don't think so.
I have this poster up at my office with all the newspaper clippings when she got arrested and went thrown in jail.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me you had a big old poster of her mugshot or something. Oh wait, she didn't even have a mugshot, does
That never
she?
that never came out.
I don't think she had a mugshot.
But I do
Oh,
have.
that's because they're a federal and the feds don't do mugshots. I think is what it is.
I hope not. I might get arrested by the feds sometime soon. But
I hope you don't get arrested.
I don't
I
care.
hope you don't do anything illegal that was worthy of you getting arrested.
I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. But
Wait, you're gonna do something illegal in Mexico? Is that what you're saying?
no, no, no. I'm
I'm
actually
completely confused.
I'm like
Sometimes you confuse me, Erasmo. Sometimes.
I'm dating a 20-some-year-old, and
What? What
so
are you, Jim Barton? What?
yeah, I'm following his example.
Oh my god,
But what I'm trying to say
so
is
gross.
that I think it's unfortunate that more and more resources aren't put back into that which would make this district a great district. Instead,
Mm.
we're putting those resources on the upper echelon there at the Glass Palace, and that's unfortunate. The longer someone is in higher authority position, the higher the chances of corruption, especially if you don't see obvious positive change there. We can see without any doubt. Well, let me say that was one of the concerns that I shared with Commissioner de los Santos in regards to
Wait, did you have lunch with him today?
yeah,
Ah,
at Doña Carmen's,
uh,
and
did he pay or did you pay?
he paid.
Really?
Yeah,
Where did he? So
he has a big.
by like, does he still work for the MIDI?
Yeah, he's got a
So
gold
in a,
American.
so do you, what money do you think he used to pay for it? Did you think he used his salary? I'm assuming I don't know if he gets a salary from the city anymore yet, or do you think he used MIDI money, or do you think he used his other money? I wonder.
I mean, I don't care. He got out that platinum diamond American Express card, and
Wait. He has the black Superman, black American Express card, right? That's like the one that only three people will have, right? The
once,
black.
once you go black, no, I don't know, but I'm just joking about the
Okay.
credit card he used. I, I
Never
let me
know. He could be like Jerry Seinfeld. I think Jerry Seinfeld and the CEO of American Express have the black card, and there's another person who has the black card. Maybe
let
it's
me tell
wrong.
you let me tell you something that I use my credit card for everything, and it accumulates points. Did you know that?
Mhm. Yeah, I've been told.
You have a credit card?
No,
You have to have a job to have a credit card. But
no, I just don't like credit,
he doesn't have a job. But so what happens is
dude.
you
They give credit cards like everybody, like even people who don't have jobs. You get out of high school, like here's a credit card. Like they want to do the cycle of debt. Like it's ridiculous. Yeah, stop. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, I
all the
interrupted.
all the purchases that I get, and let me tell you, you have the option of paying for hotel rooms, airfare, or other stuff, but you
Mhm.
also have the cash back option. And I got back a crap load of cash because I pay everything with my credit card.
Mhm.
But then I asked someone if because what happens is I try to pay off my credit card as soon as you know I go under my credit limit and I pay under my credit limit and I pay.
Mhm.
So my question is, I asked the individuals that work for those credit repair places, and I said, "Hey, X Prime," and I said, "Hey, so does that hurt my credit or did it help my credit that I pay it off quickly?" Because someone told me that you should have a little bit of debt and you just make minimal payments out there, but then you get charged interest. I don't want to pay interest from them.
Mhm. I don't blame you. Nobody wants to owe people money. I don't think. I don't even think. I don't think anyone knows how the credit reporting stuff works. Honestly, that's
And
just my personal belief.
that's what's sounding like El Boss.
Oh, El Captain, El Capitan.
Oh, And now the most historical city in the world.
That's a pretty good Bob.
It's trippy because you don't even know what the hell he's doing with his eyes because all those dark glasses. What the historical city in the world? And he has no eyebrows. So you notice he doesn't have any
He
eyebrows?
doesn't have any eyebrows, does he? It's
No.
crazy. Oh.
It's trippy because mine become a little bit on the lighter side on the sides. That's just because of my gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
But I got eyebrows.
Oh my God, he's paying attention to somebody back. Is that your dad again? He's still here. He's still there.
Well, finally, Papa is going.
Oh, okay.
Your mission
Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Bye.
Well, I'm waiting for
It's like an hour drive. Be careful at the interchange. Don't get in an accident. You see? Hello. I'm serious. Be very careful. It's really dark too over there.
Allá lo veo en la mañana para almorzar. What's that? Cracker Barrel. En Cracker Barrel ahí entre medio de Mission y McCann. Ahí nos vemos.
That's on at Ware Road.
7:30. No, estoy en a las 8 ahí.
Bueno, a las 7 nos vamos a ir a almorzar.
Okay.
You're gonna drive all the way to Mission in the morning.
I don't care.
Yeah, he
You
loves
better
it.
be shoot. You need to be even extra more careful because the traffic at the interchange is horrible. It's horrible there. It's disgustingly bad. Anyway, let's talk about Congress. Since I told you I wanted to talk to you about it.
No.
Okay, so apparently on Monday, two of the congressional candidates on the Republican side, Gregory Kunkel and Mauro Garza, were speaking at the North Cameron County Republican Club meeting. And there were probably more Myra supporters there than actual club members. It was interesting to hear what Mauro had to say, more like what he read, what he had to say. The guy's run for office like 4 times. You would think that he would know how to, do a stump speech. He'd be better at this than like Erasmo is, but he's not. You should almost run for Congress at this point. I'm not telling you to run for Congress, but I mean, come on. His answers were kind of He couldn't answer my question. And this is a question I ask for every single candidate who's running on the Republican side. How are you going to beat Chente? And if you can't answer that question, I'm not voting for you in the primary. Like, these people actually, I have a plan. That's what Mauro told me. I have a plan, and everyone wants to know my plan. I'm like, no, not everybody. I want to know your plan. Yeah, I want to know if, I want to, not everybody. I'm me.
I don't care about
I want to care about me. Exactly. I even said his own poll that well, it's not even a poll that he released. It's like a statement, like a press release. This is what my poll said. He doesn't release the actual poll. He just says, this is my statement on the poll that you're not going to let you see. But if it's an own poll, his own poll shows him 11 points behind Chente right now. And he says, well, that's because I've already spent $300,000. And my favorabilities are not that bad. And I'm like, that still doesn't tell me how you're going to beat Chente. Well, if I spend more money, I'll get closer. And I'm like, really? That's your plan? To spend more money to try to beat Chente? And he's just like, well, everyone wants to know. Myra wants to know. And Myra people, everybody wants to know what my plan is. And I'm like, no, I want to know. He was really bad.
Maybe I should run for Congress.
No, you couldn't. No, don't do it. Don't just run for your BISD thing you're going to run for, even though you told everybody, including me, I'm never running again. I'm done. And you are not Al Pacino. You're not Michael Corleone. What are you doing with your tongue?
Let me tell you, I can do amazing things.
Oh, God. Oh,
every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
Stop. You're not. That's not you. You're not even close to you. You don't even have the money that Michael Corleone had.
I got the drugs. That's no slogan for Congress. Puro 956, bro.
So what do you think, dude? Like, and then Gregory Kunkel was there. He spoke. I didn't get a chance to see. I got there a little bit late. See, I'm not just late for your show, but I didn't get to hear it. I'm like, why are you running, dude? You live in College Station. The guy lives in College Station. And
I don't even know why you go to these things for, man.
Well, no, because one, it's the only action the Republican Party has in our counties other than are these club meetings, and I want to go see what everyone's talking about. I want to learn what these people have to say. And I just think it's funny when these people can't answer simple questions for Republicans. People it's just ridiculous why they're running, but it's okay. Apparently next month Myra's going to be there, and I think Juanita's going to be there supposedly. I can't wait for that meeting. That's going to be great. I'm hopeful that what was interesting about this club meeting is everybody was able to ask whatever question they wanted to, and there was no time limit because the president wasn't there. And I fully expect that the next meeting when the president is there, she's not going to let us ask every question we want. She's going to shut us down after like 2 minutes of questions. Then we're not going to be able to ask
Down.
the real good questions.
Shut it down, bro.
But oh well. But
Uh,
anyway, but I mean the story is Carlos wants to run or thinking about running. What do you think about that? Carlos running.
and I haven't had a conversation with Carlos Cascos yet.
He's listening. He'll watch us. I'm
I
sure.
know, no, I haven't had a conversation, but again, I love Carlos Cascos. He knows that, and I knew he was running for something because he's doing a lot of these little uh, snippets out there in regards to on social media. So I knew he was planning to run for something. I just didn't know what it was exactly. It's going to be interesting. I think Carlos can outspeak all of them and has a little bit more knowledge in regards to what's going on. I think that I would probably give them all a run for their money in regards to verbiage.
Yeah. I think if he like he's tweeted out or whatever that he's going to make a decision after Labor Day, which is the traditional time when you announce that you're going to run for something. But the NRCC, the National Republican Congressional Committee, and the Speaker of the House and others have made it clear they're going to be supporting Myra, and that's who they want in the primary, and they're going to put a ton of money behind Myra to be able to win. They may I venture to say that they're not even going to worry about the primary, but they will worry about the primary if Carlos is there, because then you also have Dr. Laura running on the R side now, which is very strange. But Dr. Laura, Gregory, and Mauro and Myra, and I think the only one that would put some fear in Myra's camp is Carlos.
I think I should run for Congress.
What? No, you wouldn't win the primary. Like it wouldn't even. It would. You probably get less votes than Gregory Kunkel. Let me put it to you that way.
No way.
Yeah, totally.
I don't believe that.
I believe that. I just said it.
I'll bet you money.
No, I'm not going to bet you money because I don't want you to run for Congress because you have to do federal election stuff and don't. It's like a whole new different world. You barely know how to do campaign finance reports when it comes to the Texas
I hate
races, and then you want to do one for the federal races. No, be shut up. No, be shut up.
It'd
Or
be
whatever you
interesting.
say.
It'd be a dream come true.
No, I don't want you to. Please don't. I'm begging you, don't. Please don't. I'm actually having trouble decide. Whether I want Carlos to do it because I'm fearful.
Would you
It's like
would
3 months ago.
Would you support
Huh?
Carlos over Mayra?
I've already told Myra that I would support her. I told her that in November.
No way.
But Myra, I didn't think was going to run, and I had told Carlos that if Myra doesn't run, he should do it. But now that Myra's doing it, Carlos shouldn't.
Carlos Casos 2024.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know why y'all place so much faith in Mayra. I mean,
Oh, it's not that I'm putting any faith in Myra. It's just I'm a realist when it comes to money. Like if people have the amount of money that she's going to have at her disposal, she is a fundraising machine. Nobody can out fundraise her, at least in our area. She
How-
knows how to do it.
how does
That's a
Carlos,
good thing.
how does Carlos plan to compete with the money machine?
I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. I haven't talked to him really about it tampoco. You and I haven't, either one of us.
Oh, I didn't know. I figured he was going to be running for something. I just didn't know what he was running for. But again, we don't have that type of like, hey, that's what I said. Let's have coffee and let's talk about. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm planning to run for Congress. I mean, it might have those conversations with other people. It doesn't have them with me. I don't know why. I don't know if I should feel offended. I like the way you do the right. Have Roman on your show and let down your her. I love you.
What the hell did I mean?
You're not a politician. You don't have the etiquette. You be quickly and scandalous. They will give you a bad image with just a little bit, and then they have enough sound bites where they can shred you. I like to be shredded sometimes and scratched and bit.
Please don't. I already. No, please don't.
and, and butt pimples.
Dude, seriously. I barely got that image out, and now you're giving it back.
I don't have butt pimples.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't care. And Roman is a song.
I'm really out of it. I don't know.
It's going to be an interesting 2024. I'm excited because of the presidential race. I'm excited because of congressional race. I'm just excited because of the BISD race.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want a primary fight. That's what I don't want. And that's what concerns me, that we're going to have a bad primary fight, and people are going to fight, beat each other up, and all it's going to do is benefit the Democrats. Now, do I think that Chente can lose right now? No. I mean, the poll says that Myra and him are tied, but you still have 16 or 17% undecided in their own poll, and so I don't know how you beat Chente, and especially because I think that Trump's going to be the nominee, and I personally don't want him to be the nominee, and I think that's going to depress turnout on our side.
Who do you like?
I like DeSantis. That's who I'm supporting. I like him. I like what he's done in Florida. I like that he's made Florida more red, which is amazing. I think that he's been able to tap into the Hispanic vote, the Cuban American vote there, and being able to grow them and make sure that they're part of the Republican Party. Florida is not a competitive state when it comes to the presidential election year. I think that if DeSantis is the nominee, we won't have to spend any money in Florida, which means we free up money to spend in other states like Arizona or Nevada, however the hell you pronounce that damn name,
Wisconsin.
or Wisconsin. Spend money that we would otherwise be spending in Florida. We can spend it elsewhere. If I don't think Trump, I don't think Trump helps us with independence. I don't think that he can convince people that voted for him in 2016 that decided not to vote for him in 2020. I don't think he can get them back. That's just my personal opinion. Either way, I'll support Trump if he's a nominee. I just would prefer it not to be Trump.
I think Tucker Carlson should run for president.
Tucker? I thought you didn't like Tucker. Now you do?
Let me tell you, it's kind of. I hate his fake laugh, but I feel you kind of feel
that one. It's funny. I think it's fake in a fake funny way.
You gotta feel for the guy because he got fired, and the guy is kicking everybody's butt just on coming out on.
Dude, nobody's. I don't watch. I ever since the April 11th, I think was the last time I saw Fox. I don't watch it. I don't miss it. I don't need it.
No, and I like his little snippets on his
on Twitter.
On Twitter, and I think on his page as well. Yeah. I mean, he's like really like kicking the whole system in the butt. And
he really is. I mean, Fox's ratings are tanking like crazy. No one's watching. They did this primetime change, and no one gives a crap. And Hannity had Trump, and the ratings weren't even that much better.
No,
that's. I don't know if that's more about Fox or Trump or both.
The only show on Fox that's worth seeing, the only show, is Gutfeld.
And now you go up against him because he's now at what, 9 o'clock now?
Yeah, but I recorded anyway, so I don't care. Mm-hmm. But that is the only show worth watching on Fox channel, Fox News.
I think his ratings are higher than anybody else's on primetime at this point, Gutfeld.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Gutfeld, Fox News would be suffering. I mean, they out there getting not as bad as MSNBC, but getting closer to CNN than that they would like to admit. But Gutfeld is the one that's keeping him afloat, and I'm surprised you haven't even seen that show.
I don't need to. I don't care about Fox. I mean, I would watch Gutfeld every once in a while, but mainly it was Tucker. I thought Tucker was the more entertaining. His monologues were great. His 20-minute monologue was just amazing. To me, it really spoke to what people were thinking and outside the box. And I'm not even into the alien stuff either.
Watch Gutfeld one day, honestly.
I don't watch Fox. I will not give him a click.
Don't watch Fox. Watch Gutfeld.
But Gutfeld is on Fox, and that helps their ratings, and I'm not. Not I can pay attention to that stuff,
so
but
you
still.
Prefer that Newsmax thing or something?
I prefer Twitter. I just get my news off of Twitter now. I don't, or I'll watch the Daily Wire stuff.
Ben Shapiro
or Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is awesome. I love listening to Matt Walsh.
I actually put up a comment on Matt Shapiro's page. Like, guy, don't fall for it. Don't go towards the. Let me see if I can get more shares and likes, and stick with it. That's that made Ben Shapiro Ben Shapiro. The guy's got verbiage and a lot of great knowledge.
Yeah, but I enjoy Matt Walsh's show, his podcast, being able to put it on it's free, it's there. You listen to it, you learn a lot. I think it's amazing what Matt Walsh has been able to do and allowed people to understand what the woke left is all about. And I think that's great.
I agree with you. I mean, go watch Gutfeld on YouTube, Roman. Doesn't benefit Fox News.
Really? Gutfeld's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. But it benefits Google. Ugh. I hate YouTube, Google. I hate all these
Oh, but you can do
techie.
everything.
I hate you. Well, I mean, I like Twitter. I like. I mean, no, Elon is our neighbor here, and he's kind of annoying when it comes to SpaceX and stuff like that. I like Elon. I'm okay with Elon.
You can be out at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think so. It's because I have my kiddo with me, and I don't want him to like. I want him to be able to enjoy his sleep. It's summertime. He wants to sleep in. During school time, he gets to like. He has to wake up really early in the morning. Enjoy. He's already counting down the days for school to start, and he's just like, that means I have to wake up early in the morning. He's like, yeah, but you get to see your friends. Yeah, that's true. I miss my friends. So like, I let him go sleep.
Lori, I love you, Lori. You know, I had a crush on Lori when we were growing up, but I was
That was
fat.
before you were. That was when you were straight.
I had a crush on Lori, you know, and she never even ever gave me the time of day because I was probably too fat. And
You are fat. You're always fat, right? Your
I was
entire
always
life.
fat. Yeah, but I
Oh,
love.
what the hell, man? What are you listening to?
Some Chris something. Anyway, but Lori wouldn't give me the time of day. Now that I'm handsome and totally not fat, now she's going like, "Oh, it's too late, woman. You had your chance."
Yeah, he's apparently dating a 27-year-old or something, which is disgusting. 3.
23.
That's even worse. Dude, what the hell? Stop it. That's like, no, that's disgusting. You probably have hairs older than that.
Well, now the truth of the matter is, guys, I cannot date. I'm trying to just make some fun of Roman. I cannot date. I can't do anything. Uh, I am born to be a loner stoner.
Ay, ay.
Love you, Roman.
Love you too.
All right, guys, we'll see what
Right.
happens tomorrow morning. I should be heading off to Mission, Texas to go do the swearing in ceremony for someone.
You're gonna do the swearing in now? You're a federal judge, is that what it is?
I promise to do my
Be
duty.
careful. Make sure you don't take any weed with you.
I don't smoke weed.
Just, I
Never
know you don't. I'm just
I've smoked weed, but I've never got into it. You know that. I already said that.
I know I'm messing with you.
Now I want some weed.
I've never done weed, never smoked weed.
It was so funny because this morning this
I
Venezuelan
know what it smells like.
this Venezuelan walks into my office and a good looking guy and comes in. Oh, I have a question for you. I go, oh, sure, yeah. And he goes, and I said, I grabbed his hand. I said, let me give you some advice, buddy. You're in this country illegally. You smell like a pothead. Not a good start, bro. And he looks at me and goes, okay. You know? And we're like, you're in here illegally. Stop smoking weed. Stop drinking because you're going to get in trouble. And then you're going to get your butt kicked back. And all that struggle and expense that you made, it's going to be for naught.
And that was not legal advice.
I don't pretend to be a drug counselor. Maybe on weekends. But, guys.
Well, I'm just making clear that you were not giving him legal advice or anything. You were just giving him
Pot advice.
friendly advice.
Well, yeah, don't smoke pot.
Don't go. Yeah, go out there. Don't smoke pot. That's what you should have on your crawl. Don't smoke pot. Don't smoke weed.
Smoke
Do not smoke crack. Do not inhale cocaine.
I did not inhale.
Did not have sex with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky.
No, he said Miss Lewinsky, not Monica.
I can't remember.
I'm telling you, you don't remember nothing. Neither do I. And I don't even do weed. I'm getting dumber at that age though. Age badly.
You want to hear? You want to hear your gut feel?
No, because what if Fox gets all mad and they're like,
Yes, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's after Wednesday and before Friday. Just wanted to make that clear. All right.
really?
Keeping other countries country music star falsely accused of racism. Last week, it was Luke Combs, who has a huge hit with a cover of Tracy Chapman's 1988 song called Fast Car. I think we have a snippet of the song. You got a fast car. I wanted to get to anywhere. Maybe we can get to
You're gonna get struck.
Yeah, they're probably gonna block my video.
Probably, yeah. You just barely got out of Facebook, you know.
All right, see you tomorrow morning. Adios.
Bye.
Something with my clicker is not clicking right.
Mm.